Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to our OpenTTD live Let's Play here on its new location, Friday night. Hello everybody, how are we doing? We're going to do the hellos, how do you do's, and the news. Then we'll introduce tonight's players and get started with the gameplay. Yes, evening, all hello and welcome. Now, we do have some technical difficulties with one of our guests. So, if one of the moderators could jump into room 1 and assist them so that we can make sure that they're ready and available for the game, that would be much appreciated. But hello, how are we all doing? Yeah, who's melting tonight? Yes, I am melting. It is 30 degrees in my office. It's cooled down a couple of degrees. But I'll tell you something. What we haven't done is we haven't melted my graphics card. Yay! So for those of you who didn't know, I had a problem with my graphics card. It kept getting hotspot temperature issues, 114 degrees on the temps, and it was cutting out some of the streams. We had a stream cut out for Machine Key, we had a stream cut out for some other things. It was always cutting out for PUBG. Now, we think it's fixed because temps are down, FPS is up, fan speed is down, and so far no cutouts. So fingers crossed, it looks good. Now on the Variety channel, my second channel, if you want to get a link to that, it's at the bottom of my channel page, bottom of my website, and on my link tree, right? You can go and check that out. So I did a full live stream. It's a 3-hour live stream, but I've also today uploaded a video, which is an introduction, time lapse, and then the ending, including the results. So if you want to see that, head over to the Variety channel and make sure you're subscribed while you're over there. But we are back, and hopefully with the GPU will not melt itself. Although with OpenTTD it was mostly fine because OpenTTD is mostly CPU bound. So the GPU in these live streams are mostly just doing encoding for the live stream, right? I see DG Egg helping out in chat there. Thank you very much. Let's see. What have we got to tell you all? Well, let's have a quick look at the recent videos. So you can see here that I did a video on Mindustry for quite some time, probably too long. A lot of you wanted me to do a video on Mindustry. So there we go. I did it. We've got one. So you can go and check that out. It was my first impressions and investigations into the game. I quite enjoyed it, to be honest. And then up here, we've got today's video. That's right. Thema Hospital's CorsixTH has had update 070 launched today. That's right. The update launched today. My video launched today, and everything ran quite smoothly. It was quite good. Quite cool indeed. I just want to check something, actually, because I want to make sure I get what I'm saying correct. If we go here, yes, I'm not sure, but yeah. Oh, can I show you this? Yeah, I can show you this. Where's my button to show you this? Where's the show you this button? I've got too many buttons. I've got lots of buttons. Yeah, 4th stream of the week. Yes, if you count both, channels, right? So here we go, folks. This is the CorsixTH website. You can see here that it's run, wiki. You can see that it's run through GitHub, and you can see there's a home page and a getting started guide and downloads. And then there's me. Oh, little old me. Yes, a creative video providing the 070 update. Isn't that cool that the developers did that? So nice of them. The quality of the image there is terrible, but that's probably just YouTube being not great about the embed there. But there we go. And then there's obviously the professional videos, the old videos. Famous. I'm not sure I'd say famous, but it's really nice. It's really nice when the work that I do that involves kind of highlighting how brilliant some of these games and rebuilds and remakes are gets used in the project, because it helps everybody understand the whole brilliance of the project. I mean, some people might not even know what CorsixTH is, and then all of a sudden there's this new updated thing that's fantastic, and and they get into it. And what we want is more people to play CorsixTH, more people to play OpenLoco, more people to play OpenTTD, so that they all use my channel and watch my videos. Selfish, I know, but there we go, folks. A little extra thing there. And we've got a giveaway target for tonight. So throughout the live stream, I'll be giving you the chance to win a live giveaway. So to be able to activate a live giveaway, if we get a combination of 4 brand new Viewer Plus subscribers or channel members or donations above £5, then we'll activate that live giveaway live on stream, and we'll take a game out of my goodie bag. You know what? Should we do it with Locomotion? There you go, folks. If you manage to get that target of 4, we'll give away a copy of Locomotion. Now, also a giveaways, there is a bundle for Giant, the Giant bundle on GOG, and that is over at portal.masterhellish.net as well. I was wondering if I said that right. Portal.masterhellish.net. Yes. If you want the portal link, it's on my website and my link tree. It's brilliant. Yes. There we go. And also, you can do train whistles over on the portal. Although, don't give me too many to do. Here we are. Fantastic. There we are. A quick note on upcoming trips. The end of this month, I will be in Rotterdam for the day. At the end of September, I'll be at a LAN party in Barnsley. And beginning of October, I'll be in York for the weekend. All the trips are listed on my Discord. And there's also a thread in the general channel for each one, so you can find out what's going on, what's happening, and how you may be able to get involved. Weejob like, nah, so I bought Locomotion Wednesday night using your GOG link. You've got to use my GOG link. As soon as we mentioned it, here we go. Yeah, you can use my link to go and shop on GOG if you would like to, and that is an affiliate link, so it does support the channel if you choose to do so. Right, the retro counter doesn't need updating just yet, but we do need to turn it on. There we go. So the retro counter is now on, and just a reminder, if you enjoy the stream and you want to see more and you enjoy and you want to let me know and the algorithm know, do indeed like the stream. Right then, folks, let's jump over to our guests in a minute. Let's just see what's going on here. Okay, I can see they're not in the server yet. So what we'll do is that we'll just check in with the moderators and see what the situation is and how long we might need to be able to get back into things. And I'll decide whether we're going to get on anyway or whether we'll delay for just a moment. We'll talk about something interesting for a second. So sorry to interrupt you guys, but oh, Egg, how are things going?
We can't see the server.
Got the correct version now?
Yeah, I've got the correct version now, but I still can't see you on there. What server?
Have you?
Hey, a whole slew of servers, but not the right one.
Might need to restart the game once you've done it once. I've noticed a thing with OpenTTD recently where if you try and connect to servers or try and see servers, they're not there or you can't connect. And if you restart OpenTTD, then it's fine. So it's worth giving that a try. It might not be the case. We'll come back to that shortly, and hopefully that will be resolved very soon. But Joke's got here. Hello. Yes, lots of wonderful people. Hello, welcome. I've been busy, right? So here in my hand, yes, this is me buying time, but I'm going to try and tell you interesting things. I have 2 hard drives. Yes, these things are worth their weight in gold at the minute, aren't they? These hard drives, though, are actually old. They're old drives. They're 2 terabytes. Not a massive size. Relatively small in the grand scheme of things. But they've actually come out of my storage server. They've come out of my storage server, and they've been replaced with some 6 terabyte drives. Now, originally I wanted 8, but due to supply and costs, it was just not happening. I needed more space, but 8, replacing 2s with 8s wasn't going to happen. So I had 2 2s in the array, and there was also some 6s and I think 1 4. So I got rid of the 2 2s. They're now 6s as well, and hopefully that'll all be good, and I'll be able to continue making videos and not having to delete everything constantly. There's a lot of things that I do want to keep, and I don't want to have to delete. We'll see. I might have to start deleting more things. I haven't deleted anything for a while, and I don't want to. Wizard Brandon says the multiplayer experience for OpenTTD has gone downhill since the buyout. I'm sure it's correlation, not relation. Yes, it's not actually since the buyout. They were having these problems just before the buyout, but it's got worse. It's not buyout's the wrong word, Brandon. So Atari bought the rights to Transport Tycoon a long time ago. But recently, they started selling Transport Tycoon, relatively recently, in the grand scheme of things. Around the same sort of time, the multiplayer servers have been having issues. Now, there is a server, and I don't fully understand the full infrastructure. Maybe one of the developers will be able to tell us better. But there is actually a GitHub issue open for this issue. And I've been reporting on it, and we should really all, as a community, we don't want to all dive in, but if we as a group go, oh, I see this, I see that, I see this, then one person should collate everybody's opinion and go update that GitHub thing so that the developers know what's happening, what's going on. Because sometimes, unless we go and say what's going on, they're not going to know. And I think it's one of the servers that keeps falling over. And then what happens is it has some sort of automated update in the background that fixes the problem because it gets rebooted. So it's kind of hiding the problem a little bit. So yes, it's not related at all. There is an issue open for it on GitHub. I'm aware of it. The developer's aware of it. It's so inconsistent and difficult. But if anybody has any useful information or wants to have a look, please do check it out. Shall I give the GitHub details for that? I need to find it though. Where I've got lots of things on my watch list. What am I doing in GitHub? I have no idea. There is, where am I? OpenTTD/OpenTTD. It will probably be in the issues, but there's 216 of them. I don't think I've had an app mention in any of them. No. I didn't create any of them. None of them are assigned to me. Recent activity. Is that my recent activity? No, that's recent activity that's been happening at the moment. So a lot of this stuff that's going on GitHub at the moment will be for the upcoming version 16. Yeah. I don't know where it is or what the issue. I did find it at one point. GitHub is so comically useless. It's not. You just need to know how to use it. What you got to remember is GitHub is not designed for the average Joe. It's designed for the people that need to use it the most. And for those people, it's actually relatively good. You can't go to a website like that and expect it to be a nice UI to work in the same way that the average Joe would expect. It is definitely function over form, and you know what? I personally would prefer that. The problem I've got right now is I didn't save this link. I didn't make a note of the issue number. It's not assigned to me. I'm not mentioned in it. I have linked it at some point. Yeah. Yeah, for all the complex stuff GitHub needs to handle, it does a good job. That's right. Because you can't abstract away all of the complexity, right? Oh, Peter's here. Right. Yeah. Okay, so Peter has some clarifications. If I made it sound like so, Atari have absolutely nothing to do with any of the OpenTTD infrastructure. Yeah, I don't think I said anything that would make that make it sound like that. And if I did, I'm sorry. But that is a very good point to bring up at the time, and the things that we're checking the internet history. This was a while ago. Oh, I could check my GitHub one, but I do a lot of other things on GitHub as well. So, yeah. So what you have to remember is that the OpenTTD team, they're the ones that have full control of that infrastructure. They sort it out. Am I in the wrong repo? I'm in the wrong repo. Peter, thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, I'm always cautious that I misspeak about things. I want to make sure that where it is in OpenTTD, right? OpenTTD/infra. Yeah. All right, I'll manually go to the page. Do you guys want to see? You guys may as well see this as well because this is all public stuff. Let me switch over to the screen so you can see. And here we go. I've got a bit of a zoom going on here, but we can get rid of that. So if we go, issues 1. Yeah, this is it, I think. Let me just scan down quickly just to see. Nah, maybe it's not it. Nah, that's not it. Why is there only one issue then? Maybe it got closed. No close. Am I looking at... I think I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm showing by inexperience about the different repos that OpenTTD has, and so things. Yeah. Software engineer here. It makes sense to us, and it does what we need. That's GitHub and the ones like it. Yeah. Yeah. It can do brilliant things. Is this a secret dev stream? No. Brandon says my point entirely. No. Your point is that you don't know, right? And I'm demonstrating that, right? But this isn't here for me in this way. If I was part of the project, I would know where it is, and I would know what repo it is in and how to search it. Maybe it's not in as an issue then. It won't be in actions. It won't be in pull requests. Why is there only one? But no, I think we might be. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Issues. Peter, you legend. Oh, I mistyped. Huh? Oh no. Okay, hang on. Let me open this one. It's infra issues. No. Oh, is that? Oh, I see. It's in the game coordinator. See? There we go. We found it. It's the stun server, right? Here we go. So it is a different repo. See, because I'm not part of the team, I don't know what. Oh, hang on. This. Why aren't you? Oh, you're not seeing this because it popped up in the wrong thing. I'll fix it. There you go. Right, found it. Right. Yeah, it is just as now we've got two issues. So here we go. This is the issue that's been posted. You can see that I made a post in here. Hashtag not a developer. I gave a little bit of information, put a little screenshot in, and I did actually speak to the devs on the Discord and give them a bit more information. And you can see that back in May they did some restarts. It seemed okay, but this does seem to be a completely ongoing issue over and over and over and over, and it just keeps cropping up. So we, as a community, we need to come together to get a good diagnosis of what's going on here. Right. Let's just have a look at our game. Right. Silfo's gone. Oh dear, that's not a good sign. we were having problems getting one of our guests in tonight, which is why we've taken this tangent. However, both the guests have now disappeared. Oh, that's not great, is it? But Peter, thank you very much for directing us to that. I will send the link out. Like I said, don't everybody go in there and spam your own thoughts and opinions and all this sort of thing, right? This link is for you guys to use responsibly as a community, work together, okay, collate information and data to help us see if it's still an issue, what the issue looks like, what the does and doesn't, and try and work towards a solution. Okay, so be gentle with that link I just sent you out there in chat. I mean, it was already pasted in Twitch chat, but now I've given YouTube chat, and YouTube chat is like 10 times bigger than Twitch. Right. Egg's disappeared. I think Egg might have given up. Is Egg back in the chat? Egg isn't back in the chat. Let's go and speak to Silfo and see what's going on. Hello guys. Silfo and Moriarty. What's the situation?
We're closer.
We're closer. Right, we're getting there. It's fixed, says Egg. Is it fixed?
Can't seem to do anything with it. I double click on it, nothing happens.
I mean, you're looking in the what do you call it? The multiplayer list, right?
Right.
So if you click on it once, it should bring up the details on the right-hand side, and then towards the bottom, there's a join button.
Okay. Oh, I see. What's waiting for me is it says find missing content online. Okay, refresh. Okay, it's because I'm missing some GRFs, right?
Yeah. So it should automatically select the ones you need, and all you have to do is press one button, and it'll just download them, and it'll be fine. It's not a massive amount, but it's not too bad. OpenTTD is the tangent content. Yes, tonight we're just going to tangent. The tangent will be OpenTTD. We've talked about some drives. So yeah, these drives, before we got sidetracked on the tangent, we had a tangent off a tangent, are now kind of spare. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this old D-Link NAS I've got. This is old, like mega old, to the point as it's got USB 1 in the back, and it has actually got a gigabit port in for networking. That is surprising. And I'm probably going to chuck them in here, and I might throw this over at my parents' house just so I've got some offsite backups. Right. So now you've got those GRFs, you should be able to hit join again, and it'll ask you for the password.
It just says something about your player name has not been set. The name can be set and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't say anything about joining.
Sure.
Join.
Yeah.
And
So
nothing.
before you can join a multiplayer for the first time, up in the very top right-hand corner of the multiplayer screen, there's a box where you can type your multiplayer name in. Now, back in the old days, this used to be filled in with something default, like unknown player or player or something, and nobody would remember to change it or fill it in. They wouldn't be aware. And when you do multiplayer games of OpenTTD, you'd have a load of people coming in with the name of player, and they'd be like, oh, I need to change my name, and they'd have to go back and change it or use a command. So the developers, as brilliant as they are, changed it. So it was blank and you had to fill it in first. That's what the error message is. Brandon says it was just player. Yeah. I know it might not be optimal, but would a 10 terabyte hard drive be fine? For what, Brandon? I'm not quite sure what Brandon's talking about. Got some first-time chatters over on Twitch. Welcome, everybody. So once you've put your player name in at the top right-hand corner, and
I can't seem to join the game. Wait a minute.
Storing stuff.
Click on it. Click join. Nothing.
Nothing popping up at all.
No.
Very strange. So you can see the server. You've managed to, yeah, you got the new GRFs.
Yeah, I went through that process. Yeah.
And then you've typed your name in the top right. You hit join.
I didn't put a player name. Do I need to put a player name?
You need to put, you need to put something up there in that box in the top right hand corner of that screen. So yeah, Brandon asks here, wouldn't a 10 terabyte drive just be fine? And it would be, yeah, if you wanted no backups or redundancy at all. If that drive dies, you've lost everything, and you've just demonstrated the worst possible plan you could have in data. Really, I should be able to come round to your house, take your hard drive out your computer, stomp on it to pieces with a mallet, and give you a brand new one, and you go, it's all right, I'll just recover. And, I'll just restore, and you should be fine. But if I come and do that, and you go, oh, I've lost my data, then your plan is bad. Whatever your plan is, don't do it. I know some people, and the only place they store their photos is on their Facebook profile. They delete them from their phone and stuff, and they just have, I just have them on Facebook. Right, okay. What if that account gets blocked, banned, or Facebook decide that they're going to start charging £50 a month for you to have access to Facebook? You've had it. That is another bag. No, right. You're all getting a right telling off now. You and you and you, right? If you don't have backups, you can't get them on the Hellish store, but you could go to the Hellish store. It's where you can get Viewer Plus subscriptions. Go get backups. You should have 3 copies at least. One of those should be off-site, ideally. Right. Question over on Twitch. Question about Simitrans. Do you think the game is... Do you still think the game is broken? Yes. I think actually the core game itself, the core of the game, fine. But the interface and the layout and the arrangement is broken to the point where it is not worth, I think, investing time in trying to overcome the hurdle. It needs to be much better for especially new people. 3 copies, 2 different types of storage media, 1 off-site. The 3-2-1 rule. Yes. Right. Back to Discord over here. So you've put a name in the top right, have you?
Yeah, I'm getting the wrong password though.
Right. Okay. Okay. So we're most of the way there with this one. Let's go into the recording room. There we go. So, Silfo, do you remember what the password was?
Yeah, tree car.
Ah, there we go. There we go. Nearly spread that out on stream.
Door to the.
I'm just going to mute those two. I'll let them do it. Oh dear. Right. Let's see what we've got here. Brandon, let's see. Butchering TV says, I work in cybersecurity. I can relate to your frustration. Yes, yes. And do you know why? Do you know why I'm so frustrated? Because I'm that IT friend. I'm that IT family member that when somebody comes up to me and they go, oh, I got this memory card and I need the pictures off it, but it's not working. And I'm like, okay, well, what's on the memory card? Photos. Okay. From what? From my camera. I was taking photos of a wedding. And I'm right, okay. To be honest, it'd be quicker if you just restored from your backup rather than me trying to get this memory card working. And they'd be like, oh no, I haven't got a backup. And I'll be like, well, okay, but the most professional cameras have 2 slots for memory cards. Surely you're writing your photos to both memory. Oh no, I just have that one. And I had to just say, I'm sorry. Your options are they've either gone or you're going to have to go and pay a data recovery company probably hundreds of pounds, and you might get it. I can give you a tip for the next time you play Simulation as well, if that ever happens. The thing is, right, and the thing is that I shouldn't have to be spoon-fed by experts as a player of a game. I should be able to go into the game, see the basic layout, understand the basic layout, and be able to just navigate through things by things being easy to see, in logical places, with good tooltips, good information, and well laid out with nice labels, right? And you know what? Rail Estate, which we played recently on the channel, was a good example of a game where I didn't know how to play the game, but we went in, we had a multiplayer game, and it was great fun. Now, yes, the game had to spoon feed us the actual gameplay mechanics. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't need to be told necessarily, oh, to get the right number of people to the right location to get the profit. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just being able to navigate the interface and be able to use it. That shouldn't be a hurdle. Another one that wasn't as good, but now is much better, is Microlandia. Those guys on the Microlandia dev team have done some brilliant jobs and some good updates. Yes, if you take anything away from this live stream, it's backups. Sort your backups. Go and do it. Plan it now. Not tomorrow. Not next month. Do your best to whatever it is. Whether you're money, whatever you can do within the budgets of your IT, do something. Back up somewhere. Even if it's a script with robocopy that just like gets your main folders and puts it on an external hard drive once a week. Do it. Yeah. There are a few SD restore programs out there, but yeah. Right. Let's see. You're in. You're in, and you're in the company. Oh, fantastic. Okay, we got there, and we had a nice. You know what? I don't mind the detour that we've had tonight because I've been able to give some important advice to people, and you know what? We had a live stream once where one of my hard drives died in the middle of a big charity live stream. And because I had some robustness built into my system, we were able to carry on. And I was able to add another drive in and restore things back up again. It's good. Right, everybody. For everybody paying notes and paying attention, and especially to my chapter and timestamp person who's paying attention right now, I should hope, we are going to go in, introduce the players, and start the gameplay. So this is... Where's the players? Oh, I've got a button for that. Poof! Right, so tonight, with me I have Professor Moriarty and Silpho. Welcome, you two. Welcome, welcome.
We're
We-
in.
We can get started now. We're both in the game, and we are both about to start, all three of us. Now, tonight, I'm going to be trying to connect as many towns and cities up that are not connected to some existing infrastructure. And we're going to have a counter going. We're going to make sure, we're going to let the moderators sort that out. So if one of the moderators wants to start a counter at 0 now and create one, that'll pop up. And throughout the live stream, we're going to see how much I can do. But you two... just like normal, you guys can choose what you want to do. You can extend an existing line, or maybe start your own little branch line, or perhaps you want to add some more ships. You can do any of those things, okay, throughout the world. Silpho, you've been with us once before in this series. What are you responsible for? Remind me, what did you work on?
I was responsible for the second one of the loops. The
One
one
of
in
the
the sort of
loops.
northern corner.
Yes, it's actually loop 3, I remember now. So this is it in the background here. You can see it goes into that town, heads off in this direction, heads off in that direction. And we actually upgraded your loop to VacTube and connected it to the other two loops. So that is fantastic. And Professor Moriarty, this is your first time doing multiplayer. You've only played single player before, is that right?
That's right. Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Well, all you have to do is pretend it's like single player and give it a go. So you should be fine on that. Now, if you're not familiar with the mods that we've got going on, that's fine. I'm sure myself or Silpho will be able to help you out. We can talk about that as we're playing and talk about what we're building and doing as we're playing. And if anybody watching wants to see what mods list and settings we've got going on, there is a link in the live stream description. It's masterhellish.net/S12. So there we go. And yes, so there's the introductions to the team. We can now unpause the game and get started. It's the 7th of February 2047. So actually, we might just get into the year 2050 by the end of the stream, but I think we're probably going to miss it, because if you look at the frame rate of the game, it's actually slowing down a bit. So when I'm fully zoomed in, the game can run at 100%. It's running at 100%. But when I'm fully zoomed out and looking around the world, the speed of the game drops to 48%, 42% I saw there. So as we're doing things, time is progressing slower. Somebody check the station that has 20,000 passengers waiting at it. Okay, well, let's have a look at the list of stations. And we can do sort by total waiting cargo. And I think it's this one over here. Yes, it's 21,000 passengers, Kurt. So it's not my job to fix that, I don't think. Right. So I don't know if, I think the moderators might have gone back to sleep, but that's fine. We can create a timer. We can create a not a timer. What do you call it? Counter. Let's create a counter. What we're going to call the counter? Towns connected up to the network. Let's call it that. We'll give it a capital T. And there we go. We've added it in. I don't know if it pops up when it's added in. I don't think it does. But we can certainly shove it on the screen. Brandon's sort of here. There you are. There we are. So it's 0 right now. Remember, folks, if we get 4 or more new viewer subscribers, channel members, or donations over £5, or gift subs, then I will do a giveaway for Locomotion. Right. Oh yes, right. So I think what I need to do is pick a random town that's not connected and just do it. And you know what? I might go through the towns directory and just go from the biggest one down to the smallest. And obviously a load of these we're already going to have things at. Now any that we've already got stuff at will have like a green happy face. Where's the actual town names? There we go. So Funfring Way already has stuff going on there. Planford, that does. Apparently they hate us for some reason. We go down the list. All these places have some sort of trucks, trams, trains, aeroplanes, some sort of infrastructure at them. But we'll get a certain point down the list, and we won't have any. There is 1,792 towns to choose from. Yes. We'll got to rename a group. Oh my goodness, is this a train group? Why have I got to rename this group? You want it to be Fox Coast Flyer. Coast Flyer. Coast Flyer. There you go. I did it. I did the thing you asked. So we are Great Win Hill. We've done that one. Nunningly. That one's got an airport at it. There's this. Have we found? No, that's not it. No, there are some bigger towns that haven't got. Oh, that one's got infrastructure at it. That one hasn't. The game saving. It did. It did. Yes, that one has. Oh, we got clients connecting. Yeah, I think the biggest town with nothing connected is this one. Sonningville.
I keep getting disconnected. It says my computer's too slow.
It could be network connection. It could be a slow computer depending on the specifications. It also could be that in your configuration that your timeouts have been set low somehow for some reason. I'm not sure. I've got a funny feeling that people that have played like unstable versions of the game, like betas and stuff, might have had that setting tweaked. But yeah, keep trying for a bit. We'll see if it stabilizes, and then we'll do something about it if we need to. You know you can transport passengers and mail to factories to boost production. Factories? That is not true. Well, let me see if we can find a factory. I know we've got a big factory somewhere around here. Oh, you've got a great big factory. And yeah, here we go. Look, there's a factory here, right? This factory creates goods and stuff. If you put a train station there, right, it only accepts grain, livestock and seal. It doesn't transport passengers and mail to the factory. Oh, hang on, you're still talking about Simutrans. Oh, I moved on from that from that topic some time ago. No, we're talking about OpenTTD now, and I've lost the town that I was working in. Which town was it? No. There it is. Sonningville. Yes. So we need to get some sort of connection up to the main rail line. There is the vac tube service that goes straight past them, but I don't think that there's no local connection to any railways. So what we're going to need is a railway to this airport. Ooh, should we use a metro link? Oh, yeah, let's do a metro link. Okay, I'm going to do a platform length of 5 because metro trains are very dense. I'm also going to hide all the trees because otherwise we just can't see what we're doing. Silpho, what are you going to be working on today?
I wasn't sure to begin with, but I've now decided that I'm going to try and address some of the ships and planes that are not making any money.
Ah, right, okay.
There are lots of void orders and issues with one of them was actually unable to reach its destination because a town had built a building over the river.
Oh, yeah, we've had stuff like that before. It's a right pain.
So fingers crossed I can keep an eye on these and we'll get slightly fewer notifications that stuff isn't making money.
Well, you see, the way I solve that, I think some people are going to know what I'm about to say, but
Indeed.
The way I solve that is I turned off the notifications, which is fine, right? That's the way to deal with these sorts of things, isn't it? Just bury your head in the sand. Now, while I'm down here connecting Sonningville, I think I may as well connect Petberg as well. But I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to connect that one. Also, this is not turning out to be a great way to put a station in. Let's see if I can... There we are. I've managed to slide a good station in there. I've been practicing my track building skills recently, as you'll find out in next week's video. You enjoy watching others play OpenTTD, but you don't play it so much yourself. Okay. That's interesting. You know what I could do? I could do a tram shuttle service. Let's do that. Let's really mix things up. We're going crazy today. So we've got a tram service that comes in down here. And because then it's so close to the train station, I will do a spread station. I need to connect that up. That will allow the trams... What do you mean? Local authority refused to... Oh my goodness, they hate me. Oh, they hate me as well. Oh, they all left me. They all hate me. Right. Does anybody in chat know about those network settings that stop people from being able to stay in a game of OpenTTD? Because if you do, we could do with your help on the Discord, I think. Right, what are ratings? They think we're terrible. I mean, I could start by getting the... Oh, well, maybe we can get some trees in. But at this stage of the game, there's pretty much trees everywhere. So let's see. If I fill trees in round there, and if I fill trees in round here, make sure we've got trees absolutely everywhere. Do they change their minds? Let's find out. Yeah, we're okay there. I also do the turning off notifications IRL too. Oh no. You need to take medication. They're on fire, yeah. Just filling it with carbon monoxide. So annoying notifications. Yeah, they sound like things that you should probably pay attention to. They hate me. Right, okay, time for some bribing. Bribe the local authority. And now try and put the tramway back. They still... Oh my goodness, they really must not like... They think I'm very poor. Let's get a statue of the old company owner as well. Then bribe the local authority a little bit more. A bit more bribing always.
Cool. We've got like 66 billion.
Yep. 66 billion is probably just enough money. Yeah. Have you tried X4 Foundations? No, I have not. Yes. How would you rate your track building skills in a 10-point scale? If we're taking into account like real beginners who like are still trying to figure out the basics, probably a 7. Definitely not at the top. Right, let's get a tram depot in. I think one tram there will be fine. There's the tram. We're going to say full load here, come down there, and transfer. And then we'll get the trains going. So I think with this metro line, we're not going to have massive capacity going backwards and forwards all the time. Just a depot at the stations will be plenty. The reason for that is that these are really high capacity trains. So you don't need that many of them. They don't go very quick. They're great for moving people around. Now, which metro are we going to have? Are we going to have the Fleet, the Canary, the Tideway, or the Bankside? Well, they all go exactly the same speed. And the reliability of the Bankside is the best. And that one carries mail and is refittable to goods and valuables. So we can't do passengers. However, that Tideway is the same. Here we go. Right, okay. So the Canary with 400 passengers in just that one little thing. Ridiculous. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a double metro, and I'm going to get it to come down here. I'm going to go down there at the airport. We'll get it to... We'll let them do what they want when they get to the airport, right? And then we'll clone it, so there's 2 of them. But then, to give it some natural spacing, I'm going to just remove some of the signals. So, the metro train that's leaving the station here won't be allowed to leave. Oh my goodness, they're on the way. Well, they've gone. They've just legged it. Put the bankside at the front to raise the reliability. Well, you could do that. That is how it works. I'm going to remove some signals, like here. So this whole section here is going to have no signals, so it gives a gap between them. What do you mean can't remove signals from here? There we go. So a train won't leave the station until there is a big enough gap up to halfway down the line. The train knew it was a trap. I think it might have been. Right, well that's two connected. Wow. Where is it? Town's connected up this stream. So we're going straight from 0 to 2. Also, memberships for the target giveaway quite now at the moment is 0. If we get to 4, we'll do a live giveaway. An extra live giveaway. Let's see. Oh, it looks fine. Right. Let's just check in with our guests. First of all, Moriarty, are you having connection issues still?
Yeah, I keep getting disconnected. It keeps telling me I don't have enough power on my computer, but it should be fine. I'm going to ask, do I need to be on Discord at the same time?
Ideally, to be able to communicate and talk in the voice, right? Yeah, in the voice with everything. Yes, but if it's going to stop you from playing, then
Well, I'm just wondering if that's causing the problem, because I know it drains a lot, right? Discord.
It shouldn't do. I mean, it depends what your connection is. What you use it some sort of broadband connection that you've got?
It's 40 gigabit per second, whatever, 40 megabits per second.
Okay, I wouldn't expect Discord to take more than a meg for voice. I mean, probably much less than that. Unless it's processing, unless the processing power is the problem for processing what's Discord. I mean, if you want to give it a try to see if it helps, drop off, and if it helps, then that's great. It's worth a try.
Maybe it's just the size of the map. Struggling to render calculate 4,000 vehicles.
Yeah, I mean, I did do a video about that recently. It is, yeah. Brandon says turn off hardware acceleration in the OpenTTD settings. That might help you out. Yeah. Peter says Discord video calls are CPU hungry, but plain old audio should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think the hardware acceleration tip is probably the best one that can be given right now. So these two trains, metro trains, going backwards and forwards here. Where's the other one? Yeah, so the separation and spacing that we've got is not done by any sort of special conditional orders. It's not done by any sort of timetable. It's just done by leaving a gap in the signals. Okay, so yes, the tram is up and going. It is on full load, I think, which is probably a little overkill. How full is it? Yeah, yes, it is overkill. Tell you what we'll do, right? I'll clone it so we get good frequency. There we go. But then I'll change it so that it's no longer full load. These two should spread out and go around quite nicely. Okay, so that's these ones connected up. Fort Brenningville is one of the next bit. Oh, the scene's wrong. Yep, let's switch over. There we go. Fort Brenningville is one of the next towns. Sorry, not people, to be connected up. It is right next to a network. Oh, it's right next to one of the loops. Okay, so we could probably do a shuttle going into this town. Yeah, that one to me says that we should be using tram there. Tramway into that, because we've already got tram into the town as it is, with these trams picking up people and taking them to the main station. So we could actually have a second tram loop that goes into the town and drops people off or transfers them. So let's see about that. The question now is how we're going to get over this railway, and I think we should probably just link in all 4 of these. Yeah. What about separate loops of regular maglev? I think it's a bit too close for trains. Trams for me makes more sense, but each to their own, right? So I'm going to put a little bridge in there. I'm going to put a little bridge in there. And we can do like a little cross thing. And the trams can choose where they go. So we'll put a connection up here. Oh no, I was going to make a terrible, terrible joke then. I might still make a terrible joke, you never know. It'll be tremendous. Oh yes. Thank you very much, everybody. That joke was so bad that like even people didn't even get it. It's fine. It's all okay. Let's see here. Well, 1, 2, 3, road. Trying to follow the grids with the trams. Did chat get it? Don't think we have regular maglev. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, we haven't got maglev. What about a heritage railway? I think we got a bit. Yeah, where is Dear Pie Sister? She's not really doing any puns at the minute. Moriarty, I see you're still on Discord. Are you going to have a go at getting off Discord? So see if it helps the game at all for you? Or have you been seeing if you can turn off the hardware acceleration?
You can't hear me, right?
I can hear you, yeah.
Oh, you can? Okay. I tried turning off Discord. I don't know how it's still working, but
Phantoms.
it's very jerky is what it is. I see my mouse cursor, but it's just jerks all over the screen. I can't really do anything.
Yeah, I think look at the hardware acceleration setting. Seems like the thing
On
to
Linux,
do.
I don't think I have anything like that. I don't have any. I'm not on Windows.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it's in the .config file. Let me see if I can have a look. So in Windows, in the My Documents folder, you get an OpenTTD folder. In the OpenTTD folder, there is a file called OpenTTD.config. Now, if you're not on Windows, I'm not exactly sure where that'll be.
Okay, right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're talking about in the game itself, right?
Yeah.
Settings for the game.
Yeah, not in the game. No.
Not in the game, but I mean for the game, right? So the configuration.
Yeah, for the game. Yeah. So,
Okay, gotcha.
If I search, I mean, is it in there? No, maybe it's not in there. Am I wrong, chat? I think I'm losing it. It's in the resolution set. Oh, it's not a setting. It's in the game options. Right. So, cog, game options, graphics, hardware acceleration. I've got mine turned on, but I guess it depends what hardware you're running. Yeah, try turning that off, and if it doesn't crash the game, then that's a bonus for a start, eh? Yes, so in the game options, graphics tab, in the second section in display, hardware acceleration is there. I think it would still be in some sort of, if it's in here, it'll be in a configuration file somewhere, right? But, there we go. See if that helps you out.
Yeah, I do have it turned down, so let me turn it off and see if that matters.
Yeah. The number of times I go into an application and turn off hardware acceleration, and it resolves a problem, is too high. It shouldn't be that much. That something that has the word acceleration in it just ends up being worse if you leave it on. Right. Just getting my trams in. How many planes are we down to? We are down to 1,029. Remember, I added a whole bunch of planes at some point. Hardware acceleration requires a restart as far as you're aware? It might do. I mean, it should tell you if it does.
It doesn't here, so I'm gonna try and restart.
Okay. This particular town, Friendly Market, they're not happy with me. Statue of company owner. Bribe them. Get a depot in. There we go. Now, something I just realised is I think I forgot some statues of company owners. So let me go around and add them. There we go. Now, where on the south coast was those towns? We got a statue of a company owner in here, but did I get it down here in Sonnenville? I did not. Silly me. The timing of what notification was perfect. Oh, like the plane crashing? I know, right? Peter says, is it sprite cache resize related due to the number of new giraffes? Opening the frame rate window might show what's struggling. That's a good point. So if anybody's ever having problems with OpenTTD performance, if you go up to the top right hand corner to the land area, to the question mark icon, and go, if you hover over it, does it tell you what these icons are called? Yes. So this is just the help menu, I suppose. And if you go to show frame rate, we were looking at this earlier when the game was running at 100% zoomed in. And when I zoom out, it runs down at much lower figures for me. You can see what bit of the game is running slower and why. So in my view here, as the server, train ticks are the biggest thing right now, along with world ticks. And you can see that the video output on my machine and the graphics rendering is very low in comparison. So the thing that's slowing mine down is... Well, no, actually, there you go. You can see the difference. There's 8 milliseconds of processing power per one of these measurements, right, for the trains. But when I'm zoomed in, graphics rendering's less than 1 millisecond. I zoom out, that jumps up to around 10 to 16 milliseconds, which is what slows the game down. Yes. Finally got to see me live. Well, I'm live 3 times a week, so feel free to come along to any of those live streams. I can't remember exactly where I was. I know that I was near Loop 2, near the wood line. So where's Loop 2? Loop 2 is here, I think. Is that Loop 2? Ah, no. It's got a big junction on it. I should be able to recognize it. Is this it? Yeah, the problem is we've got different things going through different areas. This is where we are. This is where we are. Let's get some trams going. Now the question is, do I transfer them? Or do I do something else? I don't know. I think what we'll do... here's an interesting idea. I don't think I've done this before. We're going to go around going load, 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 and then over here at transfer. Right? Because I think that's the same station. Let's bring the station labels back. No, it's not. Why is that not going to... Oh, it's one big station. Oh. Oh, I want that to be different. Hang on then. Can I get rid of that tram stop without causing too many problems? Can I add back in the one that I want? Yes. Okay, it's fine now. Fix the problem so we can tell it to go here and transfer. Now, on the way, we only want to full load. We only want to load whatever's there. So we can just say no loading, no loading, no loading. Now, you might say, Hellish, surely if you do that, then the one at the end of the list there is going to be like, the tram's going to be full. We're not going to be able to load people there. Well, that's where we're going to do a second set of orders and go round in the opposite direction to balance the two things and bring balance to the universe and to the force. There we go. Right, what we got here? This is where we're going to do the transfer, and then again we're going to say no loading. Oh, no unloading. Did I say no loading? I meant no unloading. There we go. Fantastic. So we've got that ridiculous set of orders in there. Probably one of the most ridiculous ones I've done in a while. Conditional orders. Jump to last order once full. Oh, don't say that to me, because I'd be tempted to actually do it. And then we'll just get like 10 of them and send them all on the way. They'll all just spread out and it'll be fine. So now that is another 1, 2, 3, 4 towns connected up to our network. So that takes us from 2 to 6. Indeed. Towns connected 6. So that one's connected. This one's connected. That one's not connected. So we're going to have to... What's this? Is this a goods route? Yes, it looks like there's some sort of goods route going nearby. Don't know what we can connect it to. There's not a lot of... There's a railway station here connected to nothing. There we go. Oh no, wait, hang on a second. Silpho, that wasn't you, was it?
What did I do?
Did I just blow up a station you were working on?
Oh, no, not me.
Okay. Let's just check. Yeah, okay. Looks like we might have a stable connection now. Moriarty?
Yeah, it's better. Much better.
Much better now you've turned off
a little
hardware
bit
acceleration.
Jerky. Yeah, I turned off all that acceleration stuff and it restarted.
Okay.
So it's a bit better.
I recommend not zooming out too much if you can avoid it.
Yeah, the zooming is probably part of it too, right?
Yeah. You didn't create a train station next to Penningley West, did you?
No,
because
I was looking around there, but I didn't do anything. I haven't done anything yet.
I just found a random train station that was sat there. And my brain was like, oh, that's left over from something else, and I just nuked it without thinking, hang on a minute, one of these two people might have put it in. Yeah.
No, I haven't done anything yet so far. I'm still looking around to see what I could possibly do, but yeah, it's just still a little bit jerky, but I'm at least I think I can live with it now.
Okay.
I couldn't before. I just couldn't do anything before.
Okay. Well, yeah, if you stay quite zoom in and maybe work on a more local sort of network or something.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at see where the the pain points are, right? Where these kind of things are kind of getting backed up a little bit, but it's kind of hard because you got so much going on here.
Yeah, it might be worth going to an area where there's no trains and
maybe a whole new area.
Yeah,
maybe a whole new area would be better because I got
maybe start a little metro network or something. Just had a message here in chat saying thanks for your tutorials. Well, you're welcome. I like to help people out with playing the game, and I do what I can. But at the moment, I'm a little bit lost as what I can do with this particular town. Maybe I can start a new network between that town and some others. But I did say I was going to connect them to the network. We have got this one over there. It is quite close to the water. You know what? We can do a transfer service, can't we? So if I get rid of this little bit of road, we indent here. Nice and neat. What do you mean mode? Oh, there's a bit of leftover road there. Let's get the auto tool out just to clean that up. we go. There's another crash at an airport. There we go. Then we can get some ships going. And we can connect that dock up. And we can then make a nice little waterway into the town. Something like this. Get rid of that road. They hate me. Of course the local authority hate me. How bad do they hate me? They think I'm appalling? Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good.
Yeah, not exactly a glowing review, is it?
No. Chat are talking about what vehicles they would travel in within the computer game. I definitely wouldn't travel by aircraft because they just randomly crash by themselves. Road vehicles are a little more safe, but they can still get annihilated by trains if they break down on a level crossing. Although if you're a good steward, you can do it so that you don't actually have any level crossings. So that should be quite safe. If you are not great at making sure your trains are safe before you modify things, that can be dangerous. And ships never crash. Ships are immortal. Ships are immune. There's nothing you can do to them. There we go. I can get my dock in. Ships are indeed indestructible. However, I did put it to one of the developers that ships should sink. I think if their reliability gets too low, and it's too low for too long, there should be a chance that a ship should sink. And you'd have it as an optional feature along with the... we got some newer, better ships. Ooh, hang on a second. Passenger ships, sort by speed. No, it's still the hovercraft which is better. This ferry can carry a lot more passengers, but goes a bit slower. And we all know the speed of hovercraft, or the most important thing. So we've put a service in here so that we're gonna have a passengers go in, and we'll transfer them over here at these docks, and then they can. Oh no, I accidentally deleted it. And then they can join the main rail network. There we go. Let's see. They can get lost. Only if you mess something up. Trains can get lost. Aircraft can get lost if you close the airports. There we go. I've got some ships going here now. I don't think there's that many people at the docks, but hopefully the rating should shoot up. We got a statue? We've got a statue. Okay. Don't add aeroplane crashes v2. Look, if I had my way, I would have an extra setting. So if you go into the advanced game options, is it in crash? Yeah. So where it says number of plane crashes, it says normal, reduced, and none. I would change it to normal, reduced a bit, reduced a lot, and none. Where reduced a bit is the current reduced. So it'd be nearly none, somewhere between what it is now and none. That's what I would do. But I mean, in theory, I mean, it's open source. Anybody could propose that code change and go and make it and see if, you know, the other developers in the community want to include it in the game. It could happen. Right. The ships are loading. Ratings are brilliant. That is another town connected to the network. Right, what's the next one on the list? The next one on the list, in terms of... Oh, that one's connected by our aircraft. That one's connected by aircraft. That's the one I've just done. That one's connected via VAC network. That one's got a airport. That one's got an airport and goods depot. That one's the one that I've already connected via trams.
If you'd like to see a little bit of a distraction, the Laura Little loops could definitely use some unclogging.
Oh no, what's happened on the Laurel loops?
I don't know. There is nothing moving.
Whereabouts? Is it through the big... Oh, God, I can't remember where the Laurel loops are now. Oh, yeah, there's... Oh, deadlock. How? How on the sane earth have we managed to get a vacuum tube deadlock? There must be a queue. No, they're queuing to get in, but the out is free. They're queuing to get in, but the out is free. They're queuing to get in, but the out is free. And they're queuing to get in, but the out is free. We've got a deadlock on the Laurel loops. Oh my goodness. I don't think I would ever have predicted that. Although, it does look like somebody was trying to get some priority merge stuff in. Wow. Yeah, there's just trains sat there waiting to go through where they can't. So this junction... What happened to my roundabout, says Kurt? Kurt? It's broke. I'm not sure exactly... The problem is, right, and I've mentioned this before. Where's my drawing tools? Here we go. The problem is... What colour are we on? Red. No, let's go pink. Is this section here. This section breaks one of the key rules when designing junctions. And that is you should have splits before a merge. So here you've got a piece of track going down, and coming onto that track you've got something that merges onto it. And then later on you've got something that splits off, which means any trains that need to go to point 1 or to point 2 both have to go down this single piece of track. They merge together and they have to share that throughput. Now, this is not a problem with just this particular design, right? This is something that many junctions have a problem with, right? You think adding priority merges may have broke it? I mean, we can try and unbreak it maybe. But I genuinely can't see how we can fix this. Not having it so a train stops within the path length. I think the only thing we're going to be able to do is just take one train out and hope that everything unblocks. Do a bypass? I'm not sure that's going to help. Okay. We're going to force it the wrong way. Broke down. Oh, of course, they're all going to be broken down now because they're going to have 0% reliability. Oh, okay, maybe not 0, but 17% reliability. Loops look interesting, but they usually are, yeah. Now, what we can do is we can help avoid this happening by removing the signals on the straight sections, because that means a train won't enter behind and block so much. Same for these diagonals, but I don't think that's going to completely resolve the problem. It might help. Of course, they're all just breaking down at the moment, but... Yeah, they're all just going around the inside of the loop constantly, but I think I've managed to free some of it. Oh, it's flowing again. It's flowing again. Right, just in case, let's get rid of these. I don't think these are the problem, but I'm not going to sit down here and work out the flow. I see they're flying through the junction now. Crashing coming. Oh, that's a good point. We haven't done a vote. Let's get a poll up. We're going to say... Train crash tonight. Let's find out. Ooh. Getting hungry, folks. This isn't good. Right, they are going around the loop. They're slowing down a little bit, but they need to get out and round. See, that one went all the way around the loop almost until the inner loop until it exited to go out the other way. And if every train is doing that, that inner loop is just so ridiculously busy. Although I think removing some signals has helped. I'm going to try and do this without any trains blowing up.
Especially the back tube trains.
That was close. That was really close. We nearly had a big explosion then. There we go. It is basically a roundabout. It's a nice spiral roundabout. It's very aesthetically pleasing. But what I've done now is I've made it so that trains can't really stop right behind and block half a section. Yeah. It's so hot you should make a Poppet sundae. Oh, like a Poppet milkshake. That'd be really nice. The only problem is I'm down to my last 3 boxes of Poppets. It's terrible news, everybody, and I didn't want to have to bring that to you tonight because tonight is a happy occasion where we're going to play games together and enjoy things, but I've only got 3 left. I don't know if removing those signals will permanently fix the issue or not, but it might. It might actually stop it from being a problem. Because what you want is you don't want trains to enter the loop if the loop is pretty clogged up, right? Oh no! I know, right? Yeah. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on that loop. Silpho, what else have you been looking at?
I am looking at an area around Great Grenfield because we have a lot of inconspicuous aircraft that are getting stacked up in the hangar.
Great Grenfield. Well, unfortunately for me, there is no station name filter in the station list. I could sort by name and go down the list. Great. Oh, there are quite a few stations. 1,167 stations. Look at them all. Great. I'm still scrolling. Here we are. Great Grenfield or something.
Great Grenfield Airport.
Found it. Right, here we go, folks. So what's going on round here then?
Well, there's lots of aircraft in the hangar waiting because all of the bays are taken up. So my current plan is to build a few metro stations and just try and get more stuff in there, which also has the benefit of connecting other towns up.
I mean, you're putting a lot of effort into what I would have done. I mean, I'd just stopped those aircraft and sold them.
I sold some.
You sold some, okay. Yeah.
But there are towns nearby that needed connecting, so why not?
Mm-hmm. You need to GoFundMe for the Poppets. The problem is that I'm not going to be going near a place which sells them for a little while. It was bad planning because at the weekend I went right past one. Never mind. Right, let's have a look at my list here. I think I've messed up my town directory somehow. I don't know how I've ended up at the bottom of the town. Oh, it's because I accidentally filtered it. Great. Okay. So we were working somewhere in the region of here. There we go. Right, Nunningly, we checked that one. I remember checking Nunningly. Yes, done that one. That one's got something at it. That's got something at it. That's got something at it. That has too. That's got something at it. All of these towns. Yeah, going down the list. And we're going to get close to where there are no connections. That one's got an airport. Here we go. Here's our next town. Yeah. Is it mint, orange, or caramel poppets? It's the mint ones. They're only ever the mint ones. The other ones are just distractions for people who don't know better. I wasn't ready for a full face full of screen on my 34-inch monitor. I was looking closely at the loot. I don't think I used Mega Zoom then. I think I just used Zoom. So I can use Mega Zoom as well. This is a 4K image squashed down into 1440p. This is a 4K image naturally cropped into a 1440p screen. This is a 4K image expanded slightly, zoomed slightly. So zoomed, cropped, squashed, if that makes sense. Yeah. Stiff fight sister. Ah, I was eating. Yes. Let's get this town hooked up and all of these antennas on this hill. What are we doing? What are we doing? Do we have somebody in Discord that did not read the rules? Maybe. Right. What we got going on here? There's a railway line going right past. It is a passenger service. What passenger service is it? Oh, okay. This is a connection line. This line runs between two loops. So we could introduce this station as part of that connecting line. I think we'll do that. The only problem is that we've got depots here, so we're going to have to put depots in the middle of a junction. Somehow. How much of this town will it let me destroy? Before it says no. There we go, that's where it says. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try and bribe them to get rid of that last one. So, statue, bribe, blow. No, bribe again, blow it up. Oh no! I got caught. Slip station. I was going to put like a little T-junction. I was going to put a little T-junction on there. Never mind. I can't now, can I? Right, what we're going to have to do is drop a sign. And we'll say, come back here. And we'll come back here. Right. Excuse me, I think I need a quick drink. Right, there we go. So, apparently... Oh no, Renway's got an airport. That one's been done, that one's been done. Okay, this town list keeps jumping around a little bit. We've got docks here, so that one's been done. Ah, here we go. Here's a bunch of new towns that haven't been connected to anything. They are right next to one of the farm networks. So that's quite interesting. We've got no passenger service around here, though. Well, I say that. We've got the round the world vac tube. We could actually put a stop. We could put a giant kink in the vac. Let's have a look. Can we put just a massive kink in it? Do like a 2-track station right up to here. Then we could kind of get all of these towns to grow into it. Oh, they let me delete that. That's very kind of them. There we go. How are we doing? Looking good. Tram network. Yeah, well, we're going to do a tram network or buses. Probably just buses to try and grow the towns, if I'm being honest. But what we'll do is we'll do this connection like this. And then, ooh, we're going to hit an oil rig, I think. Well, they hate me as well. Can I get over here without slamming into an oil rig? No. We might actually have to have a kink. There we go. It's not a big kink. Well, no, it is. It's one big, massive kink. And sometimes that's better. Because then your trains aren't going to slow down. There we go. I can't see what I'm doing. Why did that train stop? What? I had a train just use my new line, and I have no idea why. Huh. Okay, never mind. Any trains on that section of track? Nope. I must admit, we played Locomotion on Wednesday. It was good fun. There was a few things that I managed to highlight as pretty difficult to want to play the game with it in that state, right? Not many, but we also managed to highlight a bunch of ways of how it's better than OpenTTD.
That's for me.
I know. Oh, the local authority refuses to allow it. Okay, fine. Local authority. Get yourself a statue. We're gonna bribe you. I've been found out again. Love the music in OpenTTD. I know, it's pretty good, isn't it? I actually used it as background music when I was fixing my GPU in my stream yesterday. Was it yesterday? Was I only just fixing my GPU yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Wow, it seems like so long ago. There we go. Right. Right, they think oh no. This isn't good. What if I try and build the station the other way round? Drag and drop it from here to there. No, that's still Sonpool. Well, that's fine. I've diverted the track ready. Planes are dropping like flies. Oh, I know. It's too bad that we haven't got the script that counts the number of people that have passed in collisions.
It might be a good thing.
Yeah, it might be.
Compared to the world population.
Then again, the world population is huge, right? The world population is 11 million. Oh, actually, no, wait. That's not good. If you've had... Oh, God, how many plane crashes are we having? And how many people are on the planes? I mean, the numbers I've seen are somewhere in the region to 200 to 300. And we've had probably... What are we at now? April 48. I would estimate we've had 10 plane crashes in the first half of the year. Which means there's 20 plane crashes a year. Which means over the span of a 100-year game, you're going to have 2,000 plane crashes? And if there's 2,000 plane crashes and 250 people are dying on every single plane crash, then that's 5... how many plane crashes? 250. 250, 500, 500 with some zeros behind it. Is that 5 million people? No, I must have a zero wrong. 500,000 people. I'm not great at this sort of mental maths. I'm good at working out what to do, not to actually do the thing when it comes to maths. And when I was at school, I had a buddy who was the opposite. They were like, they wasn't sure what methodology to use, but boy could they crunch numbers in their head. So between the two of us, I'd be like, no. We have to add this number to that number, take that away, then divide it all by this. That's the ratio of this, and then it's that. And he'd be like, oh, so the answer's 12. And I'd be like, yeah, sure, the answer's 12. Chat's agreeing with me. It's 500,000 people. And 500,000 people is roughly it's 1 in 22.
5.5% of the world population.
1 in 22 people perish. I mean, obviously you got new people coming in, all that sort of thing, but still. Right, do these people still hate me? Yes. Right, I'm coming back to this. Let's go to the other one. Sign list. Where is it? Where is the sign? Where is the list? I can't remember what I put down on the sign. Come back here later. Yeah, there it is. Come back here. Right, can I build here now? They think I'm poor, so I think we're okay to build. Oh no, I want to be able to blow up that building though, so let's do some bribing. Poor, medium, good. Blow it up. Put the... Then we can put the station in. Oh, yeah, I'm really liking the music. One of the things that I enjoy as well is the music in Theme Hospital. Not everybody likes it. But with CorsixTH bringing its update out today for 0.7 flatline required. I thought I'd given you enough flatline. Yeah, 0.70. It's a good time to check out the game. Right, I'm gonna do this one as a thingy station. One of those stations where you don't necessarily... You can turn around. It's not like just a through station. So for that, we've got one-way path signals pointing inwards. And then the normal signals on the outside. Have you found any more problems, Silvo?
Possibly. I'm trying to figure out if this train is just waiting or if it's actually... Oh, no, it is. No, it's fine. Other than a bunch of other ships that have just got missing orders and a dock that, by the looks of it, the oil refinery had closed down, so I just built a new refinery.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. No need to do anything else. Just build a new one. Fair enough. Very good. Twitch chat here. XD got creepered. Hello there, Hellish. Why, hello there to you. It's got to the point now where I regularly receive lots of ridiculous messages. Mostly email, also some on Discord. One of my favorite ones by email recently was I got a really, really bad marketing email and I forwarded them to my service where if they pay a certain amount of money, then their email will be answered by priority. At a high priority. Basically, it's a way for me to try and just filter out who's just actually just causing me to waste my time replying to emails, right? And they replied back to my response telling them that they could use this service with wanting information about what the offer would be if they used the service. I mean, that's the whole point of the service. The whole point of the service I offer is a service for a guaranteed reply. You can't ask what's going to be in the reply before using the service. That's not the point of it. Yeah. Hellish, the railway you're connecting to is driving on the right side with your branch. Oh, sorry. This railway line comes off a line that DG Egg and DG Egg and Kevin built. So they definitely built the tracks the wrong way around in the first place. So there we go. It does. Yeah, we've got left hand and right hand drive in this world. Yeah, DJ Egg's like, you can blame me and Kevin. Do subscribe to Prime. That's 9 months now they're over on Twitch. Twitch is one of the main ways you can support me. You've got Viewer Plus, you've got YouTube memberships and Twitch subs. All three of them are separate, different systems. One of them is done through Twitch, one of them is done through YouTube, and one of them is on my own website. They don't interact with each other in any sort of way. But if you want to know more information about Viewer Plus and a whole different... there's a whole number of different ways to support me that don't involve the money. You can do so for free. You can check out all of them on my website. There is a page just for checking that out. I meant to turn the scene back. I forgot. So there we go. Now all we need to do is add some trains and get them to do some more shuttles. So instead of adding a brand new train, I will try and clone that one. It's going quick. What do you mean can't build railway vehicle? Oh. That depot never got converted to vacuum tube. Let's fix that. So we've had double depots there, but they haven't been used for ages. Also, I think that train's too long. How long is it? 12. Oh, that's fine then. Okay, clear the orders. Let's give it a go. So we're just going to tell the train to go up the track, come to this station here, go out into this new station that we've just built, down the line. It's quite a long line. I'm following the wrong line, aren't I? Yes, I'm following the wrong line. Oh no. Let's try that again. Because it crosses over here. And that's what I missed. And into this terminus. There we go. Is this season 13, episode 4? No, this is season 12. Like it says in the description of the live stream. Season 12 is live only. Season 13 is video only. And we've got more subscriptions over on Twitch with Prime subs. So thank you very much to Crosby. And there's another depot that didn't get converted. There we go. Right, have I done... Yeah, and on the way back we also need to go to the station as well. There we go. So if we clone that, we can put a bunch of maybe like 6 of them going. We'll start getting trains coming through here. Yeah. You were following me on my hyperspeed express line. Yeah, I went down the line, and at some point in the line, they crossed over, and I ignored that and just carried on going on the opposite line. Oh! Oh, there's a bit of a hype train going on over on Twitch. So if you're watching on Steam or if you're watching on YouTube and you have Prime and you haven't used your Prime sub, come over to Twitch, give us your Prime sub. Not only will I be appreciative, but then we can see if we can get a level 2 hype train. And we all like trains, don't we? Anyway, that's another town on the network. Towns connected up to the network. There we go. Gerard with your Prime sub. Thank you very much. 93% of the way through a hype train there now. I don't actually know what happens when you get to level 2. I'm not sure we've ever done it before. Right. Let's check in on Laurel's loops. This is working fine. So either we got really unlucky, or my change to the signals has stopped the problem from happening again, or my change to the signals hasn't solved the problem yet. We just need to wait for it to go wrong again. Yeah. You might want to check if that line needs additional trains or not. What, this one? Laurel's Loop? It's not the main thing that I'm doing today, but let's have a look. There's nothing waiting at the station. Yeah. I'd be surprised to hear if people didn't like trains. Perhaps they're here for buses, trams, ships. Yeah, but what you got to remember is that some people watch my content and they joined for a completely different game. Only around 1/3 of my content is OpenTTD. That's crazy. You think it's just going to jam up again? I think it's just going to jam up again as well. I would like to put an anti-jam system in somewhere. Or at least some way for them to be relieved of that. Oh, you know what we could do? We could stop them all turning right 7,000 times. So they come onto the loop, they keep going round here, and then out that way lots. Why isn't there just a connection here? Like this. Can we do? We can do tunnels with vac tubes, can't we? Surely. Am I missing something here? Yeah. It's a split. It does merge and then split again. But it would mean that trains wouldn't always need to use the inner loop. In fact, they would only use... They use the outer loop to go left. Oh, they might just use the outer loop all the time. Hey, I tell you what we'll do. Right, if we use 2 lines, okay, if 2 lines have a shortcut to the outer... Oh, it's happened again. No, it hasn't. I think one just broke down. If 2 lines have a shortcut to the outer loop, right, then that will slightly reduce the number of trains going that way. Or it'll greatly reduce it. I don't know if there's a jam coming. There's certainly not any crashes. There's not any crashes yet. Yeah. How many hours do you have in OpenTTD? It's impossible to know. Oh, hang on a minute. Do gifted some tier 1 subs to the community, and now we're on level 2 hype train. Oh my goodness. Well, it must be impossible for us to get to level 3. We're at 22% of the way to level 3, and there's 3 minutes left on Twitch. Oh, I think that... You're watching in 2 places, says WeW. Welcome to 2 places. Yeah, it's impossible for me to know, because even though I mostly use Steam to play OpenTTD, I played it for many years since before Steam, right? It only got introduced to Steam, I think, in version 12 or 13. And I've been playing it since the version numbers were smaller than 1. Right? So, I mean, I can tell you how much I've got in Steam. In Steam, I've got just short of 2,000 hours. But that's not all of it. Right, hopefully, those 2 little relief lines will reduce the amount of trains using the inner amount and nearly completely keep the deadlock away. Right, how many towns have I connected up? Only 8. That's terrible. That is terrible. Moriarty, well, have you been building a railway line?
No, I still can't really seem to accomplish anything. It's getting a little frustrating. I tried everything I can to try to actually do something, but it's just so jerky. I just can't even click on anything.
Oh, that's a shame. That is.
I can't seem to connect properly with the server or something. I don't know.
Maybe
Must be because I'm in Canada. Maybe have you had other people from other countries on?
We have people from all over. It shouldn't really be a problem. But what we can do is that after the stream, if you want to just send me the details of the hardware you're using, maybe we can look into it and see if that could be improved for the future. We'll see what happens there. Silpho, you're still diagnosing issues, right?
Yeah, still looking around. Again, there's so many planes that don't have enough passengers, so just trying to figure out ways to throw a few more on there.
Yeah, I think I went a little bit overboard at some point when I was just like going, we'll have some passengers there, we'll have some passengers there, we'll have passengers everywhere. What do you mean oh, right, so you can build stations over track, but what you can't do is build them over signals. Unfortunately. What? You have to remove the track? I could have sworn you could build station over track. Oh, I built it the wrong way around. That might be the reason why it didn't go white. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can build station over track. Let's do a quick test. I think I just had it the wrong way around. Yes, you can. Never mind. Not if you build it the wrong way around, says Egg. You know what you're doing. Now, are these trains that going through this station got non-stop orders? Yes, they have. So on their way to Fernfingfee Lake, we want them to go to Slampool. What? Hang on a minute. Hype train success? Does that mean we've failed for level 3? We got to level 2. Oh, wow. We've got a hype chest. What's in the hype chest? It says choo choo, and then it looks like a dog with a hat or a crown. I can't tell what it is. To be honest, I don't care too much. Right, where's this next train? I need a train to come along. There's one. No, I need one from the other direction. There's one. Got it. Right. So when it's on its way to Slimbra Market, I want to go to Slampool. There we go. There's another town connected. Da 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 da. That's 9. Okay, how are we looking? How we're looking? Not too bad. Let's get more lines connected up and build some more network. Let's see. Oh yes, let's have a look down the list. So we did that one ages ago. Oh yeah, Monson there. What is that line connected to? Oh, it's connected to the Lara loop thing. Oh, we can do some trams into the town for these 2 towns. That makes sense because they're on a hill, and people tend to use trams in hilly places, don't they? Don't they? I think they do. Let's oops. There we go. Not exactly sure how I'm going to be able to connect this up. I'm going to try get it in a loop. Oh no, that doesn't work. You know what? I'm just going to follow the existing road network. Because if it isn't broken, don't do anything about it. There we go. So we'll have... Oh, the local authority hate me. What have we done? We haven't done anything you think we're appalling. Bribe, bribe, bribe. Okay, we're good. Too many bribes. There we go. Right, there's one station. And then... Yeah, we'll have another station over here. We'll drop off there. We'll come round through the town. Well, that town hate me as well. Too many towns hate me. Bribing. Yay! Did I hear somebody bribing too much? Kevin to be welcome. Almost at 50 likes. Is that all? Wow, normally by now in the live stream we have a few more likes than that, so everybody, you must be enjoying the stream. Give it some likes. Why not, eh? It's one of those free things you can do to support the channel. Let's see, can we get one in there? No, building must be demolished. What about here? Yep, that'll do. Right, so let's get a tram. Oh, there's another tram. We haven't got hover vehicles yet. When do hover vehicles come into the game? Well, we've got the Mark II Super Bus. I'm not seeing anything there, so that's no good. We go into the new GRF settings. Go to hover vehicles. Go to README. The hover bus comes out in 2075. The hover bus mod, one of the few mods with a decent README, or at least one that does the basics. Okay, Kevin B says, how's my junction doing? Your junction's fine. It was Kurt's junction that we've been having to have a little tickle with. See if we can get it working better. Okay, so we'll make this tram go to Putford, then into the town, down to Monston, back to the town, and then back to Putford. Just in a little backwards and forwards service between the two. We'll get a few trams doing the same little loop, send them on their way. So now they've been connected up to this town, and this town has rail, tram networks, and it has vacuum networks as well. So they've got a choice of different ways that they get all hooked up and connected in. I make that 11. 2 more on the board. Steer Pipes says, can't log into my Twitch. Oh no! That sounds bad. I hope it doesn't cause too many problems for you. let's go down the list again. So if anybody's wondering what I'm doing down this list, this is a list of all the towns by population. And I'm roughly working my way down the list, making sure the largest towns in the world are connecting. So there's Monston, and then we got Great Ronborn here. It's the next biggest town with 10,000 in population, and it's connected to absolutely nothing. Now there's no infrastructure nearby, so I'm going to connect it up a different way. We're going to use airports for the first time tonight, because we've got to have a little bit, right? Right? And we're going to use the Intercontinental. Yeah. Kind of want to delete more of this. No, this bit of the town. Might put it. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, you know what? If we delete this, how big's that? 8, 9, 10, 11. Will they let us blow up those 2 buildings and this road? They will? Oh, that's very nice. I'll be able to hook 2 towns up with the same airport. I mean, they're going to hate me after I place, adjust all the land and do the airport, but there we go. Not allowed airport. Oh, okay. Connections. In the middle of nowhere compared to in terms of other networks. I know, right? Sembridge hate me now. Well, it's okay, right? Because we can build a statue of the company owner. And because I've just built all that land out, there's going to be no trees on it. So we can put trees all around here. And then we can see how much of it... Oh, I'm good now. There we go. In goes the airport. Oh, there's a building in the way. That was not the shortcut key I wanted to press. Okay, so it's this one and that road. There we go.
New viewer plus subscriber.
Fantastic. Frosty Z, thank you very much for 13 months of viewer plus. That's absolutely fantastic. We need to get a new aircraft. We're going to use the JTech because that seems to be the only aircraft that works around here now. And we're just going to visit some of the nearby airports. So we'll go Printown, back to our airport, over to this one, back to our airport. Any airports down here? There's an airport there. Oh, that airport is just to extend to the sawmill. That was me cheating. I didn't cheat much. I only cheated a little bit. Come on, there must be an airport somewhere around here that's actually in use. Oh, that one we'll have to do. There we go. So we've got a little loop of 3 different other locations. And because they're going to be going to lots of other locations and spreading themselves out, we'll put plenty on there. And we'll send them all on their way. Kevin says, I won something cool in the lottery. A luxury dinner on an island with a boat ride during sunset. We were looking for something of a wedding anniversary. So ideal thing to do this. Oh, that's fantastic. That's a good one. I like that. I think it can be quite difficult to think of wedding anniversary things to do sometimes, because if you're the kind of people that like to go out and do things and have adventure anyway, how do you then make that adventure any different to existing ones, right? And on top of that, if you're the sort of people who... Oh, I didn't put any buses in these towns. If you're the sort of people who don't...
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear some. I'm at the same place. I'm adding some roads to that town, Great Ronborn or whatever it's called.
Oh, okay. I've moved on to
the town for you to go along with the airport.
I've moved on to the vacuum network now.
Yeah, if you want to focus on more important things.
Well, I'm trying to.
I can do that little town there.
I'm trying to figure out
At
how
least
I
it's
can
working.
get
You
this
know,
in.
what I did? What I did different is I plugged in directly to my modem instead of going through the router, and it's like 10 times faster. It's not that perfect, but it's like so much better. It's just going
That
directly to
should not be the case.
Well, it's something going on because it must be, maybe it's my router configuration, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Normally I got like 3 phones on there. I got 2 computers on there, so they're all kind of sharing. So
but
now I'm going
still,
directly
what
into
did you
the
say
modem.
you had? You had a, was it a 60 meg line or something?
It's a 40 megs per second.
Yeah,
line.
so
It's not
unless
good.
like your other devices are streaming 4K video and stuff, then you shouldn't really
Yeah, I
have a
don't know.
problem.
Could be a configuration problem in the router itself, right?
Yeah, I
But-
mean, I had a massive problem with my router. And I was going, and the router was from the company who supplies my internet. That's very common here. It's not common everywhere. And I was going through their troubleshooting, and the problem, the support team was so painful to go through because every time it would be like, oh, if you're not getting fast speeds, then no. It was more. I can see there's no problem on the line. I can see I've done a speed test of your router. It's X speed, and I'm like, I know it is when you do a speed test, but when I actually use the line, certain things are 1/10 of the speed, right? And they just wouldn't accept at first line support that there could be possibly a problem with the router or line when the speed test was fine. Right, and getting them to go to second line support and third line support was a nightmare. But once I did, I was then talking to people that could accept that there was a difference. And I'm sat here going, look, if I do like a HTTP request to upload a file, it crawls. But if I do a FTP test, where I upload a file via FTP, it goes at the speed it's supposed to, that the speed test is showing. And it shows that certain protocols on the router are different problems. And that there was an issue. And they were like, oh, well, it's your computer. And I was like, well, no, because I connected my computer directly to the modem, like you've just done. And the problem just goes away. So I'm like, it only happens when I connect to your router. If I bypass your router, there's no issue. So it's not the line, it's not my computer, because it works fine. I put the router in between, and all of a sudden it's an issue. And in the end, what it turned out to be was the parental controls software was screwing up some of the routing on the router. And even though I don't have many of the controls turned on, it was still causing some sort of issue with the upload speeds over HTTP. And it might have been HTTPS as well. Now, the problem with that is that once we finally figured that out after 3 months of phone calls, yes, 3 months of calls, because I kept getting put back to different people and explaining the process again and getting bounced back by support. And then there was like, oh, well, we need you to turn your equipment off for half an hour and turn it back on again. One guy told me my router needed to be 6 meters away from any other electrical equipment. My house isn't 6 meters wide. How can I move it further away from any other piece of electrical equipment? What do you want me to do? Put it in a field? Ridiculous. Anyway,
Well, yeah.
What's worse is that then, even after setting those parental controls in a manner of and turning them off completely, they then turn themselves back on automatically afterwards. So the problem just comes back again. And you have to go through a really long, terrible way of resetting the parental controls through a web interface on their website that then talks back to your router. You can't change the settings on the router themselves. The settings are on the router, but you can't do it because there's no interface to check them or change them. You have to do it through their portal. So in the end, I bought my own router and all the problems went away. It was insanely dumb for so many reasons. I hate to be the sort of person on a support call that says, I know what I'm talking about, you don't, I need to speak to somebody higher up. But it was that exact thing a number of times. Why can't you change the settings on the router itself? It just sounds stupid. Yeah, so the web interface for the router, where you can go in and configure a number of settings, doesn't have that. It doesn't have that. You have to go through their portal to change those settings. And then the settings would just reset every now and then anyway. Yeah, I could probably remotely make settings. I don't know if this town still hates me. No, they don't. Okay, cool. Which means I could probably get this bridge in. I've been sat here waiting for a bridge. I thought I'd tell that little story. But it is something that some of my viewers might know already because we went through all the problems together. So what tipped me off about what the problem might be was uploads to Google Drive was slow. Uploads to YouTube was slow. And they were like, it's Google's systems. Like, no, it's not. Don't blame it on them. Uploads to Facebook were slow. Well, it's all just social media. It's slow, isn't it? No, because when I uploaded to TikTok, it was full speed. It was 10 times faster. And I'm like, oh, here's something. So then I started playing around with different things, different protocols, different ports. And I noticed when I was uploading by FTP, again, it was 10 times faster. And what's worse is because the speed test doesn't show that there's an issue. Like the everyday and it's only on uploads, not downloads. The everyday user wouldn't have a clue because the time that they the time that you have like a progress meter is nearly always on downloading stuff. So if you're as a consumer, if you're uploading anything, these town authority hate me again. I suppose you would maybe have some sort of speed or downloady thing, but yeah. Weedrum just says my SP that provides my TB2 and that sort of stuff above us only allows us to change things through their app. Yeah, so I could use the web interface on the router. I could use the app, which was basically a glorified interface to the router, or their thing. What do you call it? Or their portal. Coding says FTP is a better protocol for file transfer. Yeah, better, but it shouldn't be 10 times better down the same line, should it? Definitely shouldn't be 10 times better. I want to bribe these people again. Here we go. Let's find if it... There we go. We're doing some road construction for a change. I'm trying to mix it up. I feel like doing various different things. There we go. Yeah. And the most frustrating thing about that whole thing was, as a customer, I had to troubleshoot the issue myself. I had to resolve the problem myself. None of the people that I was working with was capable of actually doing proper troubleshooting. Well, that's not true. There was 1 or 2 people that I did speak to that was capable of proper troubleshooting. But the problem is that every time I rang back up, there was a different person on the end of the phone again. I'm not happy with the loop that I've got going on here. I'm going to redo it. So we're going to start here, go there. That's better. It was agonizing. That whole thing.
Sounds like it.
There we go.
I once had an issue at a hostel in Cambodia where they had a problem with one of their wireless access points, and between me being quite technically knowledgeable and them not having a great understanding of English, trying to convey exactly what the problem was just impossible. So I had to download a little app that would let me switch access points manually.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we got some more people on Twitch. Hang on a second. How many people are actually on Twitch? 18 viewers on Twitch right now? Oh my goodness, you guys. You need to come over to YouTube. Stream at a better quality over on YouTube. Anyway, enjoy no matter where you are. Good luck. ISP and routers are horrible. Yeah, in the end, I just bought my own router, and now it's all fine. I've got all my own port forwarding still, all that sort of stuff. Is everybody doubling up? Oh, okay. Jacko Kid says my name is Mud with Sky, and I refuse to speak to first line. As the thing is, right? The thing is that for the average person who doesn't know tech, we as a community, we're a bunch of tech heads, right? We're a bunch of tech heads where we have a lot of development skills in the community. We have a lot of Android users in the community. This is something that we know from community polls and so forth. 18% of my viewers are watching on a TV. They watch YouTube on their TV. So, you know, we are a skew, right? The thing is, for the average person, those scripts are actually going to do the job, or at least solve a lot of problems. They're going to help them get through 80, maybe even 90% of the phone calls that they have. And that's important to the company. So the thing that I'm doing here in OpenTTD right now, that I've been trying to build, but I couldn't build this bridge and now I can, is that I'm not trying to get really good coverage on this station to begin with. What I want is all of these towns to grow and then link in to the station. Yeah. They ain't stopping. They must not be all shared orders. Oh, no. No, that one's stopping. I'll keep an eye on a few as they come through. Yeah, have you tried turning it on and off again? Oh, that one didn't stop. Oh. It's going to the place before Slime Pool. Let me try and fix that. I used to work on first line support. In fact, I've done a few times. One of the times I worked on first line support, we had the request from management to start doing some, like, not automated replies, but common question automatic answer sort of systems. But I didn't want it to be so wooden. I didn't want it to be so regimented. So I wrote a program, and you've got to remember, this is before popular uses of AI, right? I wrote a program that would take a number of different phrases for saying hello, a number of different phrases that would say, we understand this issue, we've heard things like this before, a number of different phrases that would explain how to resolve it, and a number of different phrases that would say, you know, if you need more support and stuff. But it would randomly select like one from each of those phrases, which meant there was something in the region of 500 to 700 different combinations you could get from one particular common issue. So whenever a customer came to us with that common issue, the reply they get would probably not be the same as any other customer that came to us with that issue. I thought that was pretty cool. It just humified the experience for the customer a little bit. I'm missing a bit of road here. I'm going to add it in. There we are. We do need a way to get back that way, and I think... Oh, this town hate me. Can I bribe them enough? Well, let's get a statue of the company owner first. Bribe them. Oh, will they let me delete a piece of road at Poor? No. You can place a station at Poor. Medium? Yeah, you can get rid of a bit of road at medium. There we go. Let's try again. There we go. So now we've got a bit of road so these buses can get back easier, as well as continue the route. Yeah. Jacko Kid said, we have a live chat bot at work that will try and point users to documentation, etc., and will allow you to chat to a human that can raise tickets direct from the chat. See, that sounds good. That's fine. As long as it's well implemented. Oh, right. Mini tangent.
Well, here we go.
HP got caught leaving their customers on the phone for 15 minutes deliberately so that the customer would give up and go and try find the answer through other means, like help documentation and stuff, before they would then answer it to see if they were still there that needed help. They deliberately put a long hold on the call, just hoping they would go away and fix it themselves. What sort of horrendous anti-consumer support is that? It is absolutely ridiculous. Now, whether that is definitely true or not, I'm not 100% sure. But there was definitely an article saying that that's what happened from a couple of news sources. It is horrific customer service. This is one of the reasons why I will never buy anything from HP. Yeah, it is. I couldn't believe it. But then I also could. Because these are the same people that will, via the internet, disable a completely full ink cartridge and stop their customers from using them unless they keep paying more money on a subscription service. Yeah. Phone queues are cheaper than support personnel. Exactly. It's ridiculous. Well, I'm going to count that as 4 more towns connected. Yeah. You still like their sauce, though. Oh, I do like a bit of HP sauce, but that, luckily for me, that's a very different HP. Right, let's check on that loop. Where's that loop gone? We also need to name something after a viewer plus subscriber. What can we name? Where's the loop gone? There's the loop. Yeah, loop's looking fine now. Now we've done it so that trains don't have to turn right 4 times to turn left on 2 directions. It is running smoother. The thing is, if you did that on all 4 directions, I'm pretty sure the outside loop might get crammed. Yeah. HP Source is named after Houses of Parliament. Oh, that's cool. I did not know that. They are Gerard, the fountain of all knowledge. And Brandon's here as well, the fountain of all knowledge from 10 years ago. Oh, Kevin DeBee's looking into his issues. Live speed test now. That looks like 1 gig 100 upload on the modem. Wow, it's half that from the PC. Do you have a network cable that's not full duplex? I mean, I'm not a network expert, but that's the first little thing that makes me wonder on there. Right, let's find some more towns. How's it going for you, Silpho?
I found some deadlock that I now can't remember where it was. So I've
lovely.
hopefully fixed that out with some of the metro. And now I'm dealing with a farm that is producing basically 0 livestock, but about 12 trucks waiting for livestock. So
What? Why is there so few livestock?
I don't know, produces, well, it's gone up. It's now 20, it was 24 items a minute. It's now, oh no, it's back down to 24.
Right, fair enough. Okay, I think I found the next town that I'm going to be working with. Again, it's one that is nowhere near any existing infrastructure apart from this one that it's actually on top of. I don't know where that goes. Is that a passenger service? Oh no, that's part of the bi-directional goods route. Okay, so that's just no good at all. We could get rid of that one, but oh, they hate me. They all hate me. My connection goes from the modem through a LAN out the bedroom to a booster. Then that booster is transferring it through the wall to a booster in your office, which is connected via a cable and Wi-Fi to the PC. Oh my goodness. That is ridiculous. What? I don't understand. The LAN, the boost, what? Hang on. Is that network over power or is that Wi-Fi? Some people said I've got to use aircraft. No, what we're going to do is we're going to have a metro shuttle. But they hate me. So we will statue a company owner, bribe them until we can get rid of these 2 bits of road. We put the metro right alongside the vac tube here. 2 track, 5 length, that'll do the job. Now the metro's got to come out a little bit further. That should do the job, I think. Metro tunnel, la 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 la, metro. Oh, no, that's not going to work. Oh well, metro's going to have a bridge. Yes. Old cables, says Chixo Kid. Yeah, maybe old cables. Sorry, Hellish. I understand your argument, but having worked as a customer support agent for 17 years, I don't disagree with HP's decision to implement a 15-minute hold to dissuade customers. I have worked in customer support. I've worked in first-line support. I first did first-line support 25 years ago now, I think. No, that's not quite right. Maybe it is right. I'm not quite sure. Around that. No, not quite 25. 21 maybe. 21 years ago. And I've worked in various support roles in IT support roles. And I still think it is horrific customer service. I obviously you have your right to disagree with my opinion, but no. I can't think of any decent company that would treat their customers that way and not expect to have any sort of backlash to that. Yeah. Kevin says there is an Ethernet cable in the foundations of the house that out only the living room, master bedroom, attic. Yeah. I mean, obviously I'm not an expert. Like I said, I'm not a network expert, but it does sound like... I don't know what speeds these power over network kits can do these days. Does anybody, Silfo or anybody in chat, know what sort of speeds we can expect from network over power kits? Because sometimes they just seem to be like the best solution.
And I was running mine over that, and I was getting like 60, 70 megabit, which is the limit of my speed at the time.
Yeah, at the time that I was using it, it was at the limit of the internet. Yeah. Brandon says, what is network over power? Okay, again, not an expert. I've used it in the past, but basically, your house has power lines running through it that power the wall sockets. They're all connected up and they go through a fuse box. What they do is that they have a network cable going to a device. That device plugs into a power socket, and it uses those power lines to piggyback the network signal as a kind of a background signal on the frequency of the power line. And then you have another device in another socket somewhere else in the house that listens at that frequency, pulls it out and sends it down a network cable. So you can basically go network cable into power cable and back out again. Nowadays, having a proper Wi-Fi mesh will serve the user better. I think we're at the point these days where Wi-Fi will just vastly outperform those other networks. But I could be wrong. We could have a new power line technology thing. 1 gig, but it does depend on the power cables, old cables not insulated, newer cables, and all that sort of shielding. Yeah. I did wonder.
Yeah, my property's quite an old one, so I think the wiring, for whatever reason, is just like it's all one flat on one floor. It was working really well for us.
Yeah.
A Wi-Fi mesh, we always joked like, yes, one day we'll get a Wi-Fi mesh, but the power line was so much cheaper.
Yeah. I used to run my live streams using a power line And then it wasn't enough when I had the quality that I needed. So I used to have to then get a network cable from the living room into the hallway, up the stairs, across the landing, and into the office at the old house. And my live streams would start with a little video, and part of that video was me dragging that cable up through the house, because I do that every live stream. I'd drag a cable up and it'd just be laying there on the floor, and then I'd go back again. Yeah. Kevin says, ideally, I want to connect direct to the modem. Yes. Yeah. The way that if I needed to connect from an upstairs to a downstairs, and across the house, if you were just going straight down, then you can just go straight through, right? But if you need to go across the house, actually, and obviously if you're renting, it's a problem, or potentially a problem, but going up into the loft or attic space, then across the house and then down can usually be a very good way of doing it. Because sometimes there are cavities that go straight down through the house anyway, that you could potentially, do. Right. I think that line is going quite nicely now. I'm not sure if there's many people on this metro. There's quite a few passengers, actually. Wow, it's got 135 passengers on it. That one's got 3. Okay, so varying levels of success, but that town is now connected up to the network. Oh dear. Right. Let's see what else we got. This town, that town's connected. That town's connected. This town is not connected to the network. There is an airport nearby. So I think another... Well, I was going to say metro, but in this case, if we do a tram, we can go through the town that's in between, and we can pick people up through and on the way. Yeah. You're always shocked at the capacity to train length of metro trains. I know, right? If you don't really care about speed, and you only care about passenger capacity, metro is a fantastic way of doing things. Obviously, if you're using Iron Horse. Because if you're not, then you don't have metro and you can't. There we go. How shall I do this? Let's do it like that. We'll have a nice little tram stop here. Oh great, the local authority hate me. Seems to be a bit of a theme today.
You try to do something nice and they just hate you.
I know. I don't even want to connect to their town there. I want to connect to the airport. I mean, I want to connect to the town on the way. So we'll do... Oh, what do you mean facing the wrong direction? Okay, I know exactly what you mean by facing the wrong direction, but that's... Fair enough. There we go. Yeah. Taser says, I love doing metro lines. Yeah, I've been quite enjoying the metro lines as well. Yeah. How much for a funny metro line of length 10? Oh, that... How many would you get in there? Where... Oh... Hang on. I want to know how many people you can get a length 10 metro.
Found 25 metro trams that had all managed to crush into one square because there was a tiny piece of tram track missing.
Hang on a minute. Wait, at one square?
Yeah, somehow as they turn.
You mean trams,
corner,
not metro?
Yeah, sorry, trams.
Okay, so one train would be 4,000 passengers at length 10. Did you want length 10? Yes, Kevin wanted length 10. 4,000. It would be a significantly dense train. So what are we naming? That's a good question. We did speak about that earlier, but we never decided. So any suggestions of what we're going to name today? Let's see. How are we going to do this? I think what we'll do is we'll have a tram go around this loop. go non-stop to here, nip to this town and back again, and then go non-stop around this loop again. But then what we'll do is we'll put it going around this loop again, so it only goes to this town every other time. Yeah. Clever, sort of. Yes. That's a lot of passengers, yeah. Oh, here we go. I was very happy in my last 3 houses with power line adapters, but this house has nothing but issues with them. You just ran an Ethernet cable and made another access point on the other side of the house. Yeah, I want to do a network upgrade in my house. So the way that the network works, and let's just make sure that these trams are actually going around and not getting stuck while I tell you this. So the way that my network works in my house is that the modem's under my desk. The router goes, the cable from the modem goes to the router on the other side of my office. I have a crate. You see all these crates on the wall? I have a crate. One of them is just a network crate. It's like a switch box almost thing. And in there is the actual router. That router goes one out to my computer, one out to the server, one out to the Wi-Fi system, and then there's one spare at the moment that I usually use as a hot swap at the desk in case I've got a laptop or something there, like I did for the live stream yesterday, right? And the Wi-Fi mesh has got, I think, 4 thingies around the house. They're all right for Wi-Fi, but I would like cable in the house. So I'm not sure about how I'm going to put a cable in and where I'm going to put it. Luckily for me, on each of the, because it's a 3-story house, each of the 2 floors above me, there is a very big built-in cupboard. By very big, I mean very big for cupboard size. Like it's the size of a slightly long wardrobe. Built into the wall. So in theory, I could just go straight up in the corner of that. I could have a nice big hole in the corner that I can feed everything through. And I could go right up into the loft and right down again. But that would mean deciding exactly how I was going to do it and arranging the equipment and actually getting on with it. And I'm never going to be able to do that. I would love to do that upgrade. Maybe I should get somebody into a metro or a tram. Well, I've done so many different metro services. I've just added 2 more to the system. How many have we done now? That is 19 I've connected up now. That's a lot of networks I've connected up. Have we done any more? I suppose what we did... I was going to say we did add this significant line to the loop. The outer loop. The extra station. Not sure. If you're doing that, maybe add another set of tram tracks to bypass the station. Good point. Definitely should do that. Here? Yeah, here we go. Really, though, that station should be off those tracks, shouldn't it? Oh, who's building road? Silpho, is that you?
Not right now.
It was one of the 3 of us, and I don't think it was me. Yeah, they're just taking the shortcut now, the slightly shorter route, because I think there's a pathing penalty going through a station, so they automatically do that. But if the journey was longer going round, that was probably must be the town. No, because the town goes in a grid, and that was off grid. Yeah. The wired devices on the power line adapter your notebook was suffering horribly. Yeah. I think in the old days power line was good because like it was better than your broadband, so it didn't matter. But now broadband's so much better? No. What? Oh, We've done some extensions and some. The thing is, we've done so many small extensions. I haven't added any one big significant thing. So let's name this intersection where we've got all of these buses running around this brand new station. Let's give this kind of station thing here a name. Jacko says, I have issues with 5 GHz signals interfering with each other. Is that because there's a lot of other ones nearby to you? Because if that's the case, you can yeah, getting on a different channel might help. Yeah. I think everybody's good, friend of the man. We're gonna we're gonna name somebody. We're gonna spin the wheel. We're gonna viewer plus subscriber. So if you have been watching and you're a viewer plus subscriber,
New
donation.
Fantastic.
Oh no, new donation from KMDB. I bet you a $1.05 that the metro of 4,000 passengers will be more profitable than the long goods tram I made. Yes, they would. Yeah, I have to turn at least one of them off if they are all running. It goes dead. That sounds weird. Well, it sounds like I need to build a big metro line. We're just going to name this after a viewer plus subscriber. Let's spin the wheel. See who we're going to name this little area after. Or maybe we could name the silly metro line. What do you think? Whose turn is it to have something named after them? Let's find out. Oh, it was nearly Brandon. Oh, it's Jacko. There we are, Jacko. It was you. Yes, the silly metro. The Jackina metro. Or something. I can't deal with that. Right, we need to find 2 very big towns right next to each other without much stuff. We need to dig a metro line. Let's look at the world map for that. Right, where's the big silly town view? That'll do. Right, we've got quite a few big silly towns over here, but a lot of infrastructure. There's a big silly town there, but no second big silly town. There's a big silly town there, but again, infrastructure all around it. Oh. Okay, we've got a big silly town there and a big silly town there, and no infrastructure between it. I think we could potentially... Oh no, between there and there. That looks like a good one. Oh, look at that. That'd be fantastic. So what we're going to do, we're going to dig a hole into the town as far as we can go until they won't let us dig anymore, I think. Oh, hang on a minute. No, wait. We still need the town to not hate us. They think we're good. I think that will do. I'm pushing my luck a little bit. Right. Then we'll get a metro thingy. We'll do drag and drop so that I can do... Oh, God, I can't get... There's too many windows in the way. Where's the land height change? 10. Length 10. Statue missing. Build a statue. There we go. Then the metro can come out. And then we'll do the same in this town. And we'll do it here. We'll just keep going. And hopefully we can get a length 10 station in. There. I don't think we can. I think the land height change would be too much. 9. That's no good, is it? Can we... Oh, no, wait. There. 10. I think I got a 10. Oh, no. Okay, I managed to get the bit of road in. There we go. Metro. Get a little bridge out. Then we do a line like this. And then what we're going to do is that as soon as we're out of the town, we'll double the line up. As soon as we're off the bridge, double the line up. Has Jacko decided what we're calling this yet? This is Jacko. No, well, this is going to be... We're going to name this after Jacko, but it's Kevin DeBee's fault. It's going to make so much money. It's ridiculous, right? There we go. Hellish love to everyone. Ah. Ooh, Metro Depot. I mean, I don't really think it's too much of a problem with the speeds that the Metro go and how often they need to service. So I'll just put a few on the line. Will you full load or will it take too long to full load? I don't know. I have no idea. New vehicles. Metro. 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 Metro, 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 metro. I can't see now. Put that there.
Just say a word enough and it stops sounding like a word.
Metro. Metro. I need another metro. Oh, what? Why is that length 9? Metro. There we are. It's length 10 now. Oh, I needed 10 of them. Right, okay. I don't think I'm going to put this on full load. I think there's going to be enough thousands of passengers. We're just going to have one going backwards and forwards to begin with, and we'll find out what happens. So bearing in mind, we won't... It's got some pretty good coverage, right? In the town. Actually, that's not great. Having the station on a road means that the two most extremities of the catchment area of the coverage is a road. We could put some spread stations in. On this occasion, the simulated interchange. I like that. I think Jacko's gone back to sleep. Right, we've got people coming in here now. Yeah, I do think we need to do a little spray station cheese on this occasion. So, oh, we have actually already got stuff in that town. So, which one was it? It's transfer. Okay, transfer. Transfer. Now, maybe I should do these ones. I don't know. There we go. That will help. We got a bunch there. Got some pretty good coverage now. Let's go and do the same to the other one. Train is just arriving. It is that quick. Let's make sure it's not too long out there. So that's in Heights. Heights. Heights, I think that was. Heights and... Nope, that's too far away. Heights? No, that's too far away as well. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, nope. Ah, I missed the button. Ugh, itchy nose. I'm in Metro construction. I've got Metro on the brain. Right, I don't know. I think I just misclicked then. That's fine. Right, now, how many trains... how many passengers are here? Well, we've only got 1,500. The ratings are good. And remember, this can carry 4,000... Oh, my goodness, it's quite empty. Yeah. The Jacko Metro... Matro. Oh, can we not call it the Jacko Metro? The Jacko
That was going to be my exact
Metro.
suggestion. And
that was going to be
chat
your
beat me
suggestion
to
as
it.
well, was it, Silpho? Yeah. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah. We've been suggesting Jacko Metro. No, that one says Jacko Meter. Well, that one says Jacko Matro. So there's Jacko Metro, Jacko Met... Yeah. Oh, no, wait. There was one person that did say Jacko Metro. Yes. We probably could do with... for better rating, make 2. I think what we need is for them not to break down for a start. Or Matro was a typo. Oh. I'll give you a typo. Okay, hang on a second. Let's get a sign down. This is the Jacko Metro. Or the Jacko Metro. Metro? Metro. The Jacko Metro. There we go. Fantastic. Yes. Steve Heights said ages ago. Well, of course you did. Right, let's clone the Metro. So there's two of them. And then I think what we'll do... Can you use a tunnel? You might be able to tunnel. What I want to do is kind of get these two opposite each other. So I might use a timetable. How much money did it make? I think it's on its way back from its first full trip. And it hasn't made any profit. What was it Kevin DeVee said? Kevin DeVee said, I bet you $1.05 that the Metro will be more profitable than the long goods tram you made. I mean, the long goods tram you made was massive negatives. Yeah, should we use some timetables? It's been a while. Oh no, wait, we can just unbunch. Although there's not many vehicles, is there? What can we do? What's going to be the best way of doing it? Check 40k. Check the other one. The other one is 44,000. So how full is this one now? It's got 2,000 passengers in it. It's half full. Right. First time viewer on stream. Jesse, thank you very much for coming by. When is it time to take a leap and remove the curly hair and go bald once and for all? It will grow your masculinity specifically. Well, there's two main factors for that. And we'll cover them very quickly. Number one, I don't care very much, right? It just is there. It's just on my head, right? My appearance is not something that I have much favor of, right? How I look is as long as people don't disapprove of me because I've got like a chocolate pudding stuck to my head that's been there for 3 days, I don't care, right? So the lack of any empathy or understanding or motivation for my own personal appearance is one main factor. My hair is like this. I can't be bothered to do anything with it. I don't style it. This is how it comes out the shower. I get out the shower, I dry it, it's like this, right? Number two, I have a young child, and I didn't want to freak him out by changing my appearance relatively drastically while he's young. So, when he's older, maybe I would do something like that, but not while I have a young kid. I mean, even the elder kid, when I had the hair cut quite short once, she still cried. Okay, what was I doing? I was teasing doing timetables, and then I was going to say, I can just unbunch. But I'm not going to do either of them. I'm going to shorten the passing point. So I'm going to go like this. Remove that. And that. And that. And then I'm going to remove all of these signals here. And hopefully we won't have a crash. And then I'll do the same here. Right? We'll shorten the passing point. That way they are forced to do-si-do around each other in the middle. There we go. Just need to make sure that we've got all of those signals removed. I think we have. So now the Metro will force wait here and the other one will come in there and they'll swap over. And that will just naturally make them go backwards and forwards. No need for unbunching. No need for timetables. No need for any special magic. Oh, hang on. Did we have a problem where that one just turned around for some reason? I think I left a signal in. There we go. Where's the other one gone? Oh, the other one's on the way back. Still a signal. I've sorted it now. It'll be fine. Let's start a fundraiser. I did put shaving my head as an option for one of our charity events if we reached a certain target once. Before I, you know, had a son. And we didn't reach it. Otherwise, it would have got shaved. Yeah, we do still need depots. I just wanted to move them. So there you are. Now one of the metros is gone. The other one can come in. And we can do this and just add a depot option there. So now they can just naturally time themselves. That one's got 2,000 passengers. That one's got only 500. But that one made... Wow, that one's making pretty good money. In fact, let's have a look at the shared orders. Okay, between the two of them, they made nearly 500,000 last period. Yeah. And Hellish refusing to use timetables can to continue. The world is saved. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's one of the 4 signs at the end. So it looks like I've done this swap over section relatively good in the middle here. If I've done it perfectly and both trains leave the station at the right time and they don't go to the depot, they shouldn't stop each other, but I think they might do just a second. Yeah. I think this distance might be a little bit too long. So that's 39. And that one is 36. Oh, come on. I wasn't far off. And oh, yeah. And then you've got this diagonal. So, yes. It is slightly longer that way. How much does one train make a trip? Well, it seems to very much depend. Because now it's carrying 1,700. That one's broken down. That one's carrying 1,400. So... we'll have to just see, won't we? And you know what, Silpho? If you're still there.
I am still here.
Yeah, scrambling for the microphone. Yeah, I'm still here.
I just suddenly realised some people were yelling outside, so I muted my microphone.
Right. Yeah, we will have to see what we get up to next time, because that is all the time we've got for tonight. So I want to thank you very much, Silpho, for joining me. I believe Moriarty is also around, but not on the Discord anymore. So thank you for attempting to join and trying to troubleshoot through your technical issues there. It's been good to have you both. And when we do get to the end of this particular series, Series 12, we will invite everybody back for a big final live stream with everybody. When we'll leave at season 12, and is there a specific number of streams? It's not a specific number of streams, it is a specific date. 2070 is the year we're going up to. So we're going to go to that year, and I think we've got, I mean, if you do the maths, there's somewhere between 4 and 8 streams left. When it gets closer, we'll know. And when we know, I'll announce that everybody who's taken part in Season 12 will be able to come back for one big final live stream. And then we'll do something new. We'll do something different. We'll have a look with what else is going to be happening. We've still got Season 13 going on at the moment. That's the video series. If you've missed any of them, there is a playlist on the channel. So go to the channel, find the Season 13 playlist. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's got Season 13 in there. And then you can go and watch those videos. And they're long videos with chapters. So you can watch them either in one go if you want to, or in parts if you preferred it. And yeah, it's going to be good. Now, next week, we're going to be doing Workers and Resources on Monday night. And then we're going to have a bit of a special trip down memory lane on Wednesday using CorsixTH to go back to Theme Hospital with some special levels that have been given to me by one of the developers. So we'll be looking at that and all of the new features in version 0.7t in CorsixTH. And of course, back here Friday night for more Season 12. Of course, you get all of your shorts and a couple of videos next week as well. But from me and everybody else, it's good night. Goodbye. Have a great weekend, everybody. Take care.
Goodbye.
Here we go. Goodbye, indeed. Yes, a great big bushy beard. That's great fun. And then another stream of Series 14. We won't be doing that straight away. I've got Transport Fever and Machinki lined up for sometime soon, so enjoy that. Until then, goodbye.